Welcome to Simzuu, and today we are going to discuss a book, rather we are inspired by that book, Work Smart Not Hard. This is a book written by Jack Collis. He is an Australian author, and you are aware that we all bring all these books to you. We learn from it. We also wish you should learn from it, because at Simzuu we wish everybody should be an achiever. You should accomplish something, you should thrive at something, you should be somewhere, and this is our wish from the bottom of our hearts. And that is why today we are going to discuss a book and how it affects your and my lives. And the name of the book, friends, is Work Smart Not Hard by Jack Collis. Now friends, it is said that who doesn't like smart people? Suppose if I have a bunch of people in my office, I want them to be smart. And intelligence is a faculty, sometimes it is inherent. I have heard it somewhere that there was a woman and she wanted to make a dish. कुछ कर रही थी, कुछ खाना बना रही थी, whatever. She was making a dish by reading a cookery book. And while she was reading the cookery book said that now empty the contents of the tin in the pan. And the woman tried to open the tin and she could not open the tin. Suddenly the cook came, he opened the tin and poured the contents in the pan. And the woman asked the cook, "How did you do it?" He said, "Madam, if I don't know how to read and write, I must use my intelligence." Yes, friends, intelligence is a very different faculty. Education brings you at some level, but finally you have to apply your intelligence. Sometimes we call it as the Indian jugaad. वो जुगाड़ भी करता आना चाहिए so that you become successful in life. I'll give you a simple example, and let me tell you, friends, I don't know whether it's right and wrong. Whether my example is legal or illegal, that also I don't know. I don't want to enter into that. But let me tell you, in those days what happened, my grandfather used to stay in Bombay. And in Bombay, locals were not as crowded as they are today. एक जमाना था, locals were एकदम खाली खाली. Today at 12 o'clock at night also locals are crowded. Oh, वैसा it wasn't that time. And my grandfather, what he did, he took a buffalo. एक भैंस लेके बोरीवली में चढ़ गए. In the local, that compartment is there. उसमें भैंस लगा दी. And the भैंस and my grandfather came to Dadar. Now he took that base out of from the local, and then he saw that there is a TC, ticket collector. अभी ये भैंस को स्टेशन के बाहर कैसे लेके जाए? Now that was a big problem. So what my grandfather did is, he was illiterate. He's never been to a school also. So what he did is, वो भैंस को लेके एक खंबे से बांध दिया. And he went to the ticket collector. He had come from where? Borivali se Dadar. And he went and told the ticket collector, "Sir, क्या है?" He said, "Sir, मेरे पास भैंस है और मैं उसे दादर से बोरीवली लेके जाना चाहता हूं." Ticket collector got wild. किधर है भैंस? वो क्या? Ticket collector himself came, और भैंस को निकाला और मेरे ग्रैंडफादर के साथ भैंस और ग्रैंडफादर दोनों को स्टेशन से बाहर निकाल दिया. आउट. And this is exactly my grandfather wanted. Though बाहरी निकलना चाहता था, टिकट भी नहीं था, कुछ नहीं. I don't know whether this is a right or wrong example, but friends, he certainly used his intelligence. We want smart people. And who is smart? One day a manager एक बड़ी सीढ़ी लेके ऑफिस में आया, and everybody asked him, "अरे इधर सीढ़ी क्यों लेके आया?" He says, "Because I want to climb the corporate ladder." Corporate ladder is different, this ladder is different. इतनी समझ नहीं है. Friends, this is a book which will teach you how to be smart. And we all have to work smart, not hard. And then effectiveness, there are two words which Peter Drucker used. Peter Drucker, I mean, who doesn't know Peter Drucker? The management guru of the world, I'll say. That effectiveness is doing the right things. Effectiveness is doing the right things. And what is efficacy? If efficacy is doing things right. So there is a difference between the two. And you see there are in every walk of life, what happened with the company Apple. Apple does not work upon 1700 products. No, it chooses a few products and works on it to an extent that it makes an impact in the market. No viruses are in this phone, Apple boasts of. Then, I mean, you see the range of Apple products. Name the product. And the moment Apple is going to launch a new phone, people are waiting when that product is going to come. Why? Because Apple does not concentrate on 1700 products. It concentrates on a few products only, but becomes a master at that. Now friends, we all have to understand what life is all about. What impact you make with respect to some time is very important, rather than just going around the clock and around the clock. Some people just appear to be busy. Some enjoy being busy. But what is the production? What is your productivity? How much have you produced by it? I remember when I was in school, there was a boy in my class and we used to ask him, "Arey, exams are after say 15 days and we are just grappling ke arey ek revision hui nahi hai hamari," and he used to tell us, "Meri 7th revision chal rahi hai," and we used to get a shock of our life. 7th revision, yahan hum, I mean, we have not finished reading it once also, और उसके 7th revision चल रही, कुछ सीखो इससे. But then friends, we always found out one thing. When the results used to be declared, he always had less marks than us. 7 revisions he is doing. He is just gone through the rigmarole of that syllabus without some meaningful impact on himself. What matters is not being busy. What matters is you being productive. Productive is very, very important, and everybody in your walk of life also find out. Make a journaling. What are you doing? How are you wasting time? What can be mended? What can be amended? And always remember that where is your future? Your future is where your time goes. You spend your time loitering in the garden and then you expect something good is going to happen in your career? No. If you want good things to happen in your career, you have to spend your time in your career. So your future is where your time goes. That is what we have to see. And then you work smart and not hard. Any donkey, they say, work hard. I am not to undermine donkeys, because hard work is also important in life. I will not say hard work is not important. Hard work and smart work. I remember Azim Premji saying that the debate between them is over. You have to work hard also and you have to work smart also. Friends, another way to work smarter is, don't work harder, automate smarter. Now we live in an age of internet. Have you ever thought Amazon company? I mean, Amazon has opened a branch of its shop in every house. I remember my sons, every day he orders something, and then I also wonder, Amazon, what he must be doing? How does he know and how does he calculate? He does nothing. Amazon has automated, they have kept robots, they have kept algorithms, and these robots, they will work for him. So you automate what you do in your and my life also. I remember I had a junior, and that junior was a maladroit junior, a very clumsy sort of a junior, and one day I told him, this is not the way you function. I tell you 17 times, you again forget it again and again. Why don't you have a reminder in your phone? Reminder will remind you. You don't have to remember anything. Then you have to count something, calculations. Why don't you have a calculator? You can do it on the computer also. See, these are all machines. Just think of a simple example. I ask you to walk from Pune to Mumbai. Go on foot. Chalo, chalte jao. What will happen? You will be tired. First is you are going to take 10 days by walk on foot. Then I give you a cycle. And then I say, come on, go to Bombay. Then you will take a lesser time. Then I give you a motorbike. और जल्दी जा सकते. That I give a car and he takes a lesser time. बस 2 घंटे में Bombay. And then what? See, what am I doing is, with these gadgets, with these appliances, or these innovations or technical inventions, life becomes more easy. But the point is not to make life easy and stay in a comfort zone. You have to be more productive also. So I use a calculator, I have a reminder with me, I use some software which eases my life, brings up the productivity higher. There was a story wherein the boss, what he did is, he told everybody, whoever is going to stay late at night in the office will be granted a promotion. Full office started staying in the office only till 9 p.m. Now everybody is in the office because everybody wants a promotion. There was one young boy, he used to leave at 6 o'clock. The boss asked him that you don't stay late, everybody is till 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He said, मुझे उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं. I have delegated all my tasks to my juniors. They have all the gadgets with them. And you see my productivity. My work is over. We are faster than all the others who are wasting time in this office. Do you know what happened? Boss granted him a promotion and told him get work done from these fellows also. So the question is that you should understand that you have to work hard also, but you have to automate faster. And automating is smart work ultimately. Friends, now to work smarter, you have to understand one more thing. Leverage with tools, time and talent. Now this is very important. Leverage yourself. I'll give you a simple example. Okay, I have a truck and it is standing still. And then it's not starting. So what I do? I call some bystanders. Arey, come on, jara truck ko dhakka maro. Just think, if I call 50 of my friends and tell all of them, chalo truck ko dhakka maro, what will happen? Truck will start in one moment. It will move. Same thing you have to do with your life. That you should have friends who help you achieve what you want. And then you say, अरे मुझे तो मेरे पास तो इतने दोस्त नहीं है. So what is lacking in you is the kala, that art of making friends. तो friends नहीं है तो फिर बनाओ. And the best way of getting a friend is to be a friend. You also help others, then he will also help you. So simple. It's so simple. दुख देवे दुख होते हैं and सुख देवे सुख होए is the simple secret of life. I mean, we all know of the story, the hare and the tortoise. And then the race started. Hare, that is the rabbit, same family. And then we all know the story that the rabbit was overconfident. And he thought, how can that tortoise beat me? But the tortoise became the winner. And the rabbit was put to shame, that is the hare and the tortoise. And everybody said, अरे वो कछुए ने तुमको beat कर दिया, what type of person you are? Now he took it very seriously. So what that rabbit did is he started doing running practice. And one day he challenged that tortoise. In the meantime, tortoise was already under a superiority complex that I can beat the rabbit also. Race started. This time rabbit beat that tortoise by 3 miles. Then what happened? Then what happened is the tortoise was intelligent. He again challenged the rabbit who was now under a superiority complex. कि यार इसको तो मैंने 3 माइल से बीट कर दिया, ये क्या मेरे से अभी लड़ेगा? And what he is going to compete with me? A race started, but the tortoise was intelligent. I told you, he changed the route. Race started. They came at a point when there was a river, and the rabbit does not know how to swim. And the tortoise swam, and on the other hand was the finish line, and he was declared as the winner. So दिमाग की बत्ती जलाओ. Use some other way. You can become. This is smart work. But then let me tell you, I was talking friends with you कि दोस्त बनाओ. They should help you in what you want to achieve. So what happened is, the more you meet your opponent every day, you become friends. Suppose if you meet your opponent every day on the bus stop, what will happen after 6 months? एक दिन तो वो बोलेगा चलो कोई problem नहीं, we will be together. This exactly happened with the rabbit and that tortoise. They became friends. So in the 4th race, they entered as a team. The rabbit took that tortoise on his head and ran as fast as he could, but till the river because he cannot swim. At the river, tortoise got down, the rabbit climbed on the tortoise, they swam across the river. Again rabbit got down, took the tortoise on his head and ran as fast as he could, and they were declared as winners as a team. So understand the power of teamwork also. Use calendars, use share documents, manage tasks, automation, apps, use whatever you want. Increase, because you have only 24 hours in your life. Sometimes it's worth. George Bernard Shaw said, the time which you enjoy wasting is never wasted. So it's better to go with your family and sit for a movie rather than work for 5 hours with no productivity. Just think and understand. So friends, we always wish at Simzuu knowledge that everybody should achieve something, and knowledge prospers all. And it's time for me to bid a goodbye, and we meet you with the next book maybe some other time. Thank you so much.